Hello? Hello. Yes, I have mirrors in the house. They're just scary to look in. Sir David the Bard! Sir David the Bard. Coming to you out of Kangaroo City down here. I had to come down and get my air conditioning going for the summer. I got a lot of kangaroos sitting in the house going, hell, it's hot down here. Anyway, I think I figured out. I had an epitome. Or epitome. Maybe I had an enema. I don't know what it was. But something in my brain clicked today. And that is this. I've wondered for what purpose my life is. Yeah, I have a bunch of kids. Many of them are just jackasses. Yeah, I have a bunch of wives. Most of them are jackasses. Anyway, I figured out this morning what my role in life was, just by one phone call. Now, I hate to get up in the morning, because I know if I go out the door, or I get on the phone, your world makes me want to vomit out my butt. God dang, what a world! Here it is. I called to make an appointment at the doctor's office. Well, I get on your famous phone machines. We didn't have this shit when I was a kid. You answered the damn phone. But now, oh, we're going to be efficient. We're going to put more people through than you think you could ever have in a doctor's office. Anyway, I have a phone that has a timer on it that is purposeful. So the lady comes on the phone, 12 minutes on hold. And I told her, I always say, don't say that you're sorry. Please, don't say that you're sorry. You're not. If you were sorry, you would fix this shit. So let me talk to a supervisor. Obviously, you don't have any authority. All right. So they put me on hold. 4 more minutes to talk. Now I'm 20 minutes into the phone call. The supervisor comes on. So I say, hey, Sir David the Bard here. Says, yeah, we've heard about you. I said, listen, been on here 20 minutes. You think that's reasonable for me to try to get an appointment with a doctor that's just down the road? No, I don't. I says, then why don't you fix it? He says, we will. And I said, you know, you people think you're making money by stacking people on a phone machine. Let me tell you something. You're shooting yourself in the foot. People like me just hang up and go somewhere else. We don't call back. We go somewhere else. So by trying to jam too many people through your system, you're losing money. And you're losing goodwill. Fix it. Yes, sir. Bye. Bye. So I figured out. This reminds me of Curly. Remember Curly? What was the name of that damn... You guys will always come up with shit I can't remember. The one thing. I figured out what mine is. Mine is... When I was first diagnosed as bipolar, mentally ill, and got my handicap sticker, got all of Obama's money, Democrats throw money at me, insulin pumps. Anyway, I had a counselor, and she had a really neat counseling technique, and it works. It's a light bar that goes back and forth, and as you follow the light bar with your eyes, it goes from the left side to the right side of the brain, and problems that you have that can be solved on the other side of the brain, get there, and you solve them. It was a good technique. And she said, Bard, let me tell you something. You're probably one of the luckiest people in the world. I looked at her, and I said, yeah, 14 kids, 6 wives, mental illness, diabetes. What else am I lucky on? She says, well, I'll tell you what you're lucky on. You can say whatever you want in this society, and they can't touch you. Your income is secure from all angles. No one can touch it. You don't need a job. You don't have a job, and you can say whatever you want. Well, that's the epitome that I had this morning. It's my job to say something. You people can't say anything because you're in line. At the post office, it's 26 deep. And you've got one lady at the counter open who's in training, and you all just bow your heads and say, yeah, you have to. If you want to stay employed, you're on video camera, you want to stay in the society, you got to shut your damn mouth. The other day I was in the post office, 26 deep. I get up to the counter and I say to the lady, do you see how many people are in line? And I look over at the line and they're all going like this, but they can't say anything. I said, don't you think at noon when everybody comes in here would be a good time to open all 3 counters? And I look at the line and they're going, the Bard is speaking for us. I said, call your supervisor. Get some people out here. These people pay your salary at the post office. We own the post office. You don't. I'll get my buzzer. I said, good. Put it where the sun don't shine, but get 2 more people out here. She did. So I have figured that my job is to speak up because other people can't. And I understand that. You have children, you have responsibilities, you have societal ties, mostly employment. You speak up in employment, you're going to go down the ladder of success very quickly. Well, I don't. And I'm blessed for that. I used to have a pretty good vocabulary, but now a third of it's gone with dementia. But anyway, my goal in life, I guess, is to speak up and to say, whoa, this is what everybody wants to say, but I'm the leader of the pack. It might be the old Annette of Feliciano. What's her name? Annette Feliciano? I can't remember. Frankie Avalon? I don't remember, but, you know, what was his name? Leader of the pack. You're all too young, shit. I'm just reminiscing. Anyway, I don't like the word blessed. I'm lucky that I can speak up, and God dang it, I do. When I see stupid stuff that this society creates, like phone machines, cell phones. You're all looking like this, and you never look up. You never have goals. You never have the drive to do better. All the cell phone, millions of billions of hours on a cell phone. The society is as bad as it has ever been. Cell phone's the only good thing. I have a cell phone, and it does one thing. It's curly again. One thing. It calls other phones. My wife has this iPhone, my pad phone, up my ass phone. It rings, I go over, and it's got a black screen. I go, well, where are the numbers? Who the fuck knows where the numbers are? And so I look at it, so I start screen beaning. Oh, hama, and the screen stays black. And I say to myself, who the hell thinks this is a good idea? Well, those of you that think you got your face in it, you're all brainwashed. It ain't a good idea. So I can't answer her phone. So I found the on button. It's on the side of the phone. Now, the Bard, there's an old saying, you know, if a man has big hands, there's other things that are big on the man. It's a lie. It's a lie. Anyway, I decide I'm going to make a phone call. So I push the little button. Damn, here comes the screen up. Now, it's a desktop screen. It doesn't say phone call. It's got like 900 apps on it. So I go, where's the app just to call? And I find a little app and I push it. Damn, the numbers come up and the whole thing. So I'm thinking of the numbers that I'm going to call. Damn screen goes black. And I go, God, where did the number pad go? And I'm pushing and pushing. Oh, so finally, I get the number back up, and I can punch the number in, and I say, is it going to call, or do I have to push a button? I go, oh, hell, I think I have to push that little phone button, the green one. So I push it, and it starts to call, and then the screen goes black, and I go, I don't give a shit if it's black now. And so I get my number, and it says, if you want to talk to a human being, push 1. I go, 1 is gone. I can't find one. It's gone. So now I'm going back in the screen trying to find the keypad. I finally find the keypad, and just before I push 1, it says, thank you for your call. Nah. So I have a little pissant phone. I think it costs $10, and I only put 10 minutes in it because I don't use it that much. I use it for emergencies in my car, and all it does is you come up and there's a keypad. It's not a keypad that is you touch. It's just a regular keypad, so you know where the bastard is every minute. When you pick the phone up, there's the keypad, so I can go in the number. It rings. I say, hey, the Bard. They go, good, bye. It works. Your phones suck. You can't use the GPS. You don't know how. You can't use the financial information from the stock market. You don't have stocks. You can't use international time zones. You're stuck in your state. You've got all of these options, hundreds and hundreds. You can't use them. You just go, hello, and now you text. Why you people text, I don't know. I guess maybe it's more efficient. But when my fingers try to text, it always hits 2 or 3 buttons at the same time. So my phone doesn't text. If it's important, I call. If it ain't important, I put it down. Now, I never use my phone, or I don't dial in it, when I'm driving. It doesn't play Pandora. My other equipment in the car plays Pandora. It doesn't show movies. I'm going to say, I can't remember my, not the CD, well, maybe it's a CD player. It's a little movie thing. And I can watch my own movies. So the damn phone, you know, I once tossed Mercy's iPhone out on the grass from the car. I thought she was going to die. I think it was like one of her children injured. I hate those things. I hate. Now, I'll tell you what I do like is Bluetooth. When she's in the car, I say, Mercy, give me a call my brother. Well, wait a minute. I don't have any brothers. Call my father. Oh, he's dead. Call my mother. She's dead. Damn. Call Monson. He won't answer. He knows the caller ID. You know, my son Dan, I complained to him the other day. I said, you know, I called my psychiatrist like about 9 times, and I can't get through. He said, well, Dad, maybe he has caller ID. You bastard. My son is too much like me. Anyway, I can speak up when things are shit. I can speak up. When the state of Utah hates the baggage, tap dancing, carrying luggage man who is of a different color, who is not white and delightsome. How can Utah hate a man who stopped the Iraq War, who killed bin Laden, who was the greatest terrorist that ever lived, who basically has brought civil rights to gay people, a man who's taken an economy that was the worst Republican economy ever handed to a presidential candidate, bailed out all of the big companies so we didn't go to a depression. All of those companies, 99% of them, have paid all that money back. Unemployment rate clear into the double digits he was handled. Now it's down, I think, in the nation, probably about 7%. Utah is 3.8% and is one of the best states going economically. But they see his kinky hair, his flat nose, and his big lips, and they go, we hate him. We're going to have to exterminate the White House after this black man and his family lived in there. I can say that, folks, because it's true. You can't take my job. I don't have a job. That's the secret of the Bard. I don't work. Anyway, I know why I was born on this earth in this time, in this day and age, is that I can say to you people, that's shit. It's stupid. It's stupid, stupid. And I'm the only one that can say it, because the rest of you, if you say it, you lose your damn job, and your job these days is the most important thing that we have in the economy to take care of our families. So, I told you I bought this 2001 Impala, and it has, I don't know, I told you it had a dead battery. So I go around to get the jumper cables out of the trunk so I can jump it. Well, I put my key in the trunk, and this has what they used to call valet key. Someone had turned the valet key on, and I can't turn it off because the OnStar is turned off. And so I can't open it with my key. So I can't get the jumper cables. And I go, this sucks. What stupid person thought this was a good idea? So I go in the back seat, and thank God the seats go down in the back seat. And so I drop one of the seats so that Allison can climb through, because I know that the truck has, or the car has, one of those handles on it that you can pull from the inside of the trunk. So if you're being kidnapped, you can pull the handle and go, hey, I'm being kidnapped. Well, I opened the trunk from the front, and it's jammed with this girl moving boxes. And some of the boxes were too big to pull through the hole for the seat entry. I must have been there 45 minutes, and poor Allison climbing and wading herself through and wiggling herself like a snake through boxes so she could reach up and pull the trunk lever. Who thought that was a good idea? In Utah, we have an abundance of good ideas, because you have missionaries that come home, stupid as a rock, no life experience. Their dad has a little money and gets them into the government, or the government. Well, one of them decided to remodel the State House, and I think they had 60,000 square feet of tile. New tile put down, millions and millions of dollars of tile. Well, 5 years later, the tile started falling off the walls in the bathroom and in other places. They made the mixture wrong to stick the tile on the wall. Now the whole thing has to be redone. But it gets all those Mormon boys and those construction companies a good time for, you know, overtime and whatever. You see it on the bridges. You see the HOA lane, which is the diamond lane, the fast lane in Utah. And it has it has big signs on it. So when you go by, it says, if you want to get to this place now, you need to pay a quarter. Well, who knows how you pay the quarter? There's no toll booth, so I guess it's electronic. So someone thought that was a good idea. Now, there's some intersections in Utah that I've lived in Massachusetts and Connecticut, and I know what a rotary looks like. I know how complex a rotary can be in the old part of the United States. In Utah, there's intersections that are just unbelievable. If you don't live here, you're going to have a wreck. You have no idea where you're going. Lines going everywhere, lights flashing. And some BYU student got a $90,000 a year job making that up. So, the Bard can speak. The Bard, you know, now if they rip my tongue out, I'll have to, I can still speak, and I can do the sign language. Mormons. I can still do the sign language. You can't fault me, Mormons. I'm not trying to ruin your church. You're doing a good job of that yourself. I'm telling you what my experience is. If it doesn't match your experience, great. Great. You can come on YouTube and you can say whatever you want, and this is your experience in the Mormon church. I'm not speaking against the Mormon church. I am telling you the facts. Joseph Smith was screwing the brains out of, you know, Helen Mar Kimball, and she was a 14-year-old girl holding a teddy bear. If you can live with that and you think he's a prophet, I don't care. You can't fix stupid. I'm not criticizing the Mormon church. I'm only rehashing the facts that they've withheld from me and from you. So anyway, I do have health and enable. Marrow in the bone, strength and loins, stand you. By power and priesthood, be upon me and upon my posterity, through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. This is the Bard, and he is gone.